All right. Well, it's Thursday afternoon, which means that another episode of The Unlimited Truth is here. So, everybody, thank you for joining. We're going to have another spectacular show for you all today as we talk about the most popular game in gaming right now. The game that everybody won't stop talking about, even though certain individuals are going to pretend otherwise.
Man, turn this damn thing down. Wait, y'all. Sorry about that.
Hey, nobody can do it better
I'm sorry about that, man. Hey,
nobody can do it better than Tuck, man.
no, it shows where your broadcast go. It shows where your broadcast is coming on.
Yeah, not even 30 seconds, and already we got our classic Tuck interruption.
Oh, man.
So, well,
Okay.
since Tuck, you like to get things started, introduce yourself, man.
Hey, everybody, this is your boy DJ Tuckmaster, the original pony killer. I can't stand ponies, and I know the ponies are all jealous and everything because of Starfield and all that stuff, and all that good stuff was about to hit with Microsoft and all that good stuff. But but all they can do is just be jealous, and that's it. Like I told you, I don't want them to get nothing. I don't want. Hey, once this doggone acquisition is done, I don't want them to get nothing of Xbox anything. I'd rather have them just go down the mud with everything else, with the regular ass system, smoking guns and everything. So let's get the show started.
Excellent stuff. And also, let me introduce the first lady of chat. Introduce yourself.
I'm Dia4568. You can usually find me hanging around in the chats and sometimes in the podcast. I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to see you guys here. Hi, Vodka.
Yeah. Hey, Vodka said Tuck playing Michael Bolton from Sexy Time. Oh, man. And last but not least, Sega Man, introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? You are in the mix with Kenny G from Tuckmaster.
Oh, man.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man back with my man with Unlimited Productions, man, on the Unlimited Truth. Man, we're going to have a fire podcast. It's good to be here with the First Lady of Chat, Dea4568. And of course, DJ Ek Tuckmaster, man, this is going to be a great show. And I can't wait to get into these topics with my brother Unlimited, man, because this is going to be a very, very fire and interesting show, man. Let's go, bros.
Yeah, so let's get it started. As you see, guys, as the title of today's show, all everyone does is talk about Starfield. And the reason I'm saying this is because, well, recently, some usual suspects, if you will, has started complaining about Xbox marketing Starfield, right? And so they're out here pretending that, as you see on screen, why is Xbox not talking about Starfield? We were less than 1 month away from launch, and it seems to have been silent. No, it hasn't been. First of all, why does Xbox doesn't need to market it? Because you guys talk about Starfield 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
right.
Sega Man, am I lying here? They talk about it more than we do.
Hey man, we don't need to promote our game that's going to be exclusive. We got the pony bots to do that, right? Unlimited?
Yo, Sega Man, all Xbox got to do is put only on Xbox on the box, and they'll talk about it 24/7.
I know, right?
Hell, they talk about Starfield more than they do Spider-Man, and that's going to their own favorite console. Right, and then so another thing to get everybody caught up on why this is nonsense is because you see, unlike Sony, Xbox is going to be at Gamescom, and we are going to talk about Gamescom later today, folks. Don't worry. And one of the things that's going to be there, a theater showing of Starfield. Is that not marketing it for you guys? You know, but I'm gonna start with you, Dea. So Dea, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Xbox is doing a terrible job marketing Starfield? Do you think that with 1 month from launch, I guess we should just hear about it endlessly? I'd like to hear your thoughts. I want to see if you agree with people like Dreamcast Guy and Kids Move that Xbox should just do a terrible job and they should sell to Apple and whatnot.
Well, I think in the case of Kids Move, I think it's like I've said this before. Some people want Microsoft to be Sony 2.0. Mm-hmm. They're used to the way that Sony does things because Sony has been in the forefront of gaming for so long. But what they don't understand is that Microsoft has always been the type to embrace new tech when it comes to the way they market. And so you're not going to find them putting ads in newspapers and in old style magazines and stuff. They don't do that. They do things in a different way. And also, I've heard that they even look at algorithms online to
Mm-hmm.
see, like, if you're already a person who like look at a lot of Xbox podcasts and look at a lot of Xbox content, they feel you probably are in tune to what they're doing, and so they don't feel the need to put a lot of money to market to you. They feel that you know enough about their product. Whereas people that they might see in the algorithm that don't look at a lot of Xbox product, they might look at more Nintendo or Sony or PC. They want to market to these people more to say, hey, these are our games, why don't you check them out? Which is a smart way to go about marketing. You don't want to reach the people you already have, you want to reach the people you don't. Okay. So I think Microsoft is tuned in to who their people are, their podcasts. I think they see all of this stuff. I really do. I think they know. Even the small ones, I believe they know. Um, and I think they have somebody probably watching it, because a lot of people have said they've been surprised sometimes that they find an executive in Xbox knows them, and they had no clue. So I do believe that more so than Sony, they're in tune to the internet and their followers, their fans, and different things like that. So um with that being said, Kids Move is absolutely wrong. Already Microsoft has already done that 40-hour Bethesda Direct thing just for Starfield alone. They've never done that before for another title. Not even Halo got that, okay? And
Right.
yet Starfield got that. They also came out with a exclusive controller and headset plus the collector's edition watch. So and that thing sold out. If you look at I can look at what you have posted here. It says here from Peter Ovo that 92 million people viewed the Xbox showcase.
Mm-hmm.
92 million people. So I don't know why Kids Move and Dreamcast guy would think nobody saw it. They seen Starfield if they watched that showcase. So they saw,
Yep.
we at least 92 million people saw it. Okay. And then um also on Steam, that thing is like one of the highest rated pre-orders they've ever gotten.
Yes.
So that's another thing. So everything is pointing to that. And then recently we had the little animated shorts that came out to
Mm-hmm.
promote the story and the lore of Starfield, and they got more coming. They're also going to have a huge presence at Gamescom. So I don't know what more of these people want. I think you don't want something in your face. And I can tell you now, I looked at a few people's gaming podcasts and I saw the Starfield commercial being aired on there. And that's on YouTube. I saw that. So I've been seeing the Starfield commercial being aired more regularly. I personally have. And so, I just wanted to put that out there. So, no, they are being advertised enough. You don't want it to be overdone. You want them to spend their marketing dollars wisely. And I think that's what they're doing. They're doing it in unique ways with the animated shorts. And they're everywhere. And they're at the major places that they think a lot of eyes will look at it, like Gamescom. So I think they're doing everything they could do.
Yeah, and I agree with you there, Dad. Absolutely excellent way to start the show. And one of the most poignant things is that there are just so many people, Dad, who wants Xbox to be PlayStation 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
They see what they want. I noticed that what they want the game of the year awards. They want the high review scores. They want the Metacritics. That's what they want. Which I don't know why, because last I checked, can you play a review score? No,
No,
you play the
really?
game. Yeah,
Right,
exactly, Sega
right.
man. Yeah, last I checked, I never started a game like, damn, what a great review that was. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
but
right.
that's how they act, man. And so and Dea, all the ways that you listed, the way Xbox is marketing. Look, guys,
Mm-hmm.
there's more than one way to market. Marketing isn't just spending millions to put Spider-Man on a train in New York City,
Right.
right? And like,
Yeah.
hey guys, look at how great Sony's marketing is. No, no, no. And plus, not only that, um, the marketing budget sometimes be as much as the gains, and that means that they got to make even more money back to make a profit off these things. But I'm gonna pivot over to you, Tuck Master. You there? Tuck. Jesus. All right, Sega Man.
What's up?
I'm back. I had to go talk to my wife, y'all.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you get a pass for that one then.
Okay.
So Tuck, man. So do you think that nobody's talking about Starfield? Do you think that the gaming community just don't care, right? Like the naysayers want you to believe?
Okay, for no one listen. Okay, I don't know what these people talking about, because like the first leader chat said, they did, when they had what 92. Did you say like what 92 million people looked at the showcase?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. I mean, in other words, if you have to do even more advertising than that, that is crazy. I mean, the Starfield headset's so good, the controller's so good, they all sold out and all that stuff. So I don't, people want to complain about this. And the thing about it is, what people don't understand, it takes money to do advertisement on TV. It does. It takes advertisement. I mean, like I said, Sony got to spend advertisement on, when they do it on TV, that's money that they spend out of their pocket, because that's not free. It's definitely not free at all. So, right. I just don't get people. I don't understand how they saying that Microsoft's not doing this, Microsoft's not doing that. Okay, Microsoft don't need to do no advertisement at all. All they got to do is put that son of a gun on the Game Pass next month, and everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the Game Pass is there for. That's an advertisement right there. You're getting it. You're getting the game. I already bought the game already.
Right.
It wasn't even. I wasn't even going to turn around and talk about putting that on the Game Pass. I just bought that right out the box. And the same thing that I'm going to do for Forza, which I did last year too. When Horizon 5 came out. So, man, people are just so doggone strange. People are just so weird. They want Microsoft to spend all this money on advertisement, which they don't need to. They don't need to. And with everybody talking about, with Kid Smooth with his old raggedy ass, he's just raggedy, man. I'm just sorry. When he just talking about, maybe they should, sell it off sell Xbox to Apple. I said, man, please. I said, what are you talking about? In other words, he's saying that they're not being aggressive enough. I said, what the heck you think they did? They just got through buying the biggest acquisition in gaming history.
Yep.
So what are you talking about? They not being aggressive?
They're not being aggressive enough at being PlayStation. That's what it's all about, Tuck.
And the thing about it is, and I'm sorry, and I'm like this. I said, you can look at this, and look at this how it is. Okay, look, they say PlayStation sold how many copies? Sold how many systems?
Well, technically, it was shipped. It was shipped 40 million.
Okay, but they gonna count that as sales, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So just check it out. So they did an advertisement for Final Fantasy and all that stuff. And like I said, and like I always tell everybody, if they got all these damn systems out there and all that stuff, you only got 3 million copies of the damn game that's sold so far. That's not even half about how much that game made.
Yep.
So, man, people just need to just chill out and just leave Microsoft alone. And if they want to go to Ponyville, let them go to Ponyville. They can go to Ponyville all damn day, all they want to. And that's really all I got to say about that, man. It's just that they just so stupid. People are just so backwards and stupid nowadays. Want this and want that. But Microsoft's on the right course. They're doing the right thing. And I'm very sure when they come close, I'm very sure when they come down close of the game coming out, they'll do more but like you said, they have it, what, Gamescom?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be enough right there. because they're gonna show the game off right there. So that's gonna be enough, and they're gonna show more of the game. So that right there is enough. So people can go ahead and all they want to, but they don't understand that it takes money to do all this advertisement and all that stuff. So people like Kid Smooth and this Joker that you got right here, Dreamcast guy. Oh man, I mean, man, please. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, absolutely excellent there, Tuck. And before I move on to Sega Man, let me shout out the chat real quick. Dr. Vodka, Radiance 96, Faded Blade. Let's see who else we got. Jay, Shizno Elite. I saw someone else pop in. Snooky Jackson. Thank you, Snooky Jackson.
Game over.
And Game Over. Hey, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everybody that's watching and comment as well, guys. But Radiance here said Kids Move started the Starfield marketing narrative and ponies ran with it. Yeah. Of course they did. Well, and it's funny that a pony bot, if you will, was the one who started this narrative, because the ponies themselves, they don't have an original thought in their brain. So all they ever do is follow narratives, follow what Sony tells them, follow this and follow that. Hell, even in their own games, they're hardly games. All you got to do is press square and the cutscene continues. Yeah, that's some great gameplay there. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that the ponies ran with it after Kids Move nonsense about the marketing. And plus, these are people who don't even know what marketing is. Let's be real. They think marketing is as simple as you're watching TV and you see a commercial in the 21st century. Mm-hmm. But Sega Man, I'm glad you're here, man, because this might be one of the last few shows you'll be able to join for the rest of the year. But I gotta ask you, are you on Team Ponybot here? Do you think that Xbox need to step up their marketing with Starfield and that nobody's talking about Starfield? I mean, not a single person.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this on screen. I typed in Starfield and YouTube and I couldn't find a single video on it. Right? Starfield Direct. I mean, not a single video on Starfield, because apparently nobody's talking about the biggest game of the year, according to these guys. So yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So Sega Man, let me know, man. Do you think Dreamcast guys correct? That nobody's talking about Starfield because Xbox just can't market.
Yeah. You know what, man? First of all, big shouts out to our brother Other Zinc, and the chat, man, is on fire. But you know what? I gotta ask Dreamcast guy. He says, why isn't Xbox not talking about Starfield? What's up, 100 in the building? Why isn't Sony talking about Spider-Man? Why isn't Sony talking about Wolverine? They always want to say, why isn't Xbox or Microsoft or whatever talking about their games? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're always going to say that, but they will never, ever say Unlimited and the First Lady of Chat. Why isn't Sony talking about any of these? Why isn't Sony making an appearance at Gamescom? You'll never hear them talk about nothing like that. You'll never hear them talk about nothing like that at all. It's always got to be Xbox in these dudes' mouth, man. Why isn't there more marketing? Let's say there is more marketing, Unlimited. These assholes ain't gonna go buy Game Pass. They're not gonna go buy Xbox. If they have a PC, right? They're not gonna go buy PC Game Pass to play Starfield, but they're saying, they need to have more marketing and stuff for people to be interested. It doesn't matter. If they did do the marketing, you're still not going to buy it. And the one reason you're not going to buy it because it's not on your preferred console.
Yep.
So you're still not going to buy it. So these guys like Kid Smooth and Dreamcast Pimple, all these dudes out here, man, these pony bots, y'all really are reaching right now. And the chat can back us up in that. You got brothers like the Realists and Vodka and all them, Hunter, all these, these Xbox bros out here, man. I always put y'all on blast. You know what I mean? When it comes to Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Miss Snooky Jackson, all these, Xbox fans out here, man. You know what I mean? They don't need to do that. They did enough marketing, like my brother Other Zinc said earlier, marketing their controllers, their headphones, the watch. Everything like that. You're going to see more about Starfield. And this, Unlimited and Dea and Tuck. When Starfield actually hits Game Pass, right? When it actually comes out, they're going to be out here damage control crazy. They're going to be damage controlling crazy with them salt trucks. You know, they're going to be very, very salty out there when it comes out.
Salt trucks.
Yeah, they're going to be very salty out here, man, and they're going to try to find every little inkling to go search on the interweb, seeing people nitpick the game. We already know what they're going to do. What's up, Deploy 619? We already know what they're going to do. What's up, Jay? So these dudes out here, Unlimited, these clowns, man, they don't got no smoke for us. We always got the smoke for them. All the time they come with something stupid like Dreamcast guy. That dude cannot stop at all. That dude is he is so toxic in the gaming community. He's very he's a disgrace to even to gaming in general. Coming out here doing these dumbass videos, and even Kid Smooth. I can't stand these dudes, man. They cannot stand Xbox right now because they know Xbox is winning right now. They're winning right now, and they know it. They know that they're winning, so they have to come up Unlimited with stupid shit like, why aren't they talking about Starfield? Then he puts on there, no one cares about Starfield. Really, bruh?
Yeah, really? No one cares, yet he can't stop making videos about Starfield.
Yeah. And, he's getting ready to start attacking Starfield. Didn't we all say that was going to happen the closer it comes to launch?
Yep.
Yeah, so.
And Sega Man and Day and Tuck. Here's another one. He was out here. Hold on. He was out here asking Xbox for a review code.
You kidding?
What?
I kid you not.
After destroying the game during the showcase, he did once a review code. Yeah. Microsoft would be fools to do it.
You're right, Dan. You know what, Unlimited and Dan? Let's say that Phil and them, and they gave him a review code. He ain't gonna do nothing but try to destroy the game. That's all he's gonna do.
That's the whole point. He would hurt the game, not help it.
Yeah. So he wants to be given the game for free just to shit on it, just because he's upset that the game he was looking forward to isn't on PlayStation. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. These dudes out here is just. These dudes is corny, man. They're whack. No one cares about Starfield. The only one that don't care about Starfield, in my opinion, is the guys out here that are, ass hurt because it ain't on their preferred console. Because if it was on PlayStation, let's say it was on there, they would not are coming to PlayStation 2. They would not be talking about that. And if they did, they would say it looks better on the PlayStation 5 than the Xbox Series.
Or they'll be saying, look, Xbox is paying us, or it'll be something stupid like Xbox is paying us to play it on PlayStation, something like that. Listen, the exact same people who hate Starfield, Dreamcast guy included, were all excited for it. But remember, Colin Moriarty guaranteed that it was going to come to PlayStation. He was so confident. He was so confident. You think he was the one who spent $7.5 billion on Bethesda? The way he was talking.
Unlimited, man. I don't know if we'll ever get these dudes, these toxic pony bots out here. But like we said from the giddy up, they're always going to have something to say about Xbox all the time, bro. They want to keep that. Like I said before, they want to keep, for some reason, Unlimited. These dudes they crazy, bro. They want to keep that 2013 shit going, bro. That shit is old. That shit is done.
That is a decade ago. We've had 2 presidents come through since then. Let it go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Over. This is a completely different Microsoft from the one a decade ago, and yet they are holding on. They're holding on to that, man. Hard Sega, man.
And it's funny too because you remember when Starfield first came out and stuff. They were petitioning for it. They kept saying that it was going to be on the PlayStation, that Phil and them were lying, that Todd and them were lying about it not being over there. They were so in denial, bro. It was not even funny, bro. That shit was crazy, them saying that Todd, the dude that made Starfield, is lying and saying that it ain't coming to Sony. Things like that.
Second man, don't forget. It was that same thing, that same narrative for Redfall. The same narrative.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, the same damn narrative. So, man, people don't think we're winning.
Why don't you just go ahead on? Look, why don't you just, and they'll do this Unlimited. You know these dudes that are out here damage controlling and talking all kind of shit about Xbox. Some of them dudes got an Xbox and they'll be playing Starfield, bro.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Hell yeah.
So listen, a lot of them secretly like Xbox games. It's just that they can't break the facade of hating Xbox long enough to admit it.
That's the truth.
Yeah, I guarantee Starfield gonna be their game of the year, but they're gonna be forced to say Spider-Man because it's on PlayStation.
That's a really good point, Unlimited. You're right. They're going to say Spider-Man over Starfield because
I can hear them saying that right now. There,
listen, when I saw them say, "Oh my God, we're going to be in Queens," and then at the same time complaining about Starfield having 1,000 planets, I knew the jig was up then. One neighborhood compared to planets. And you're gonna sit there and pretend Spider-Man 2 is the bigger game.
Right. And if nobody did not care about Dreamcast, dude, if nobody did not care about Starfield, you fucking dumbass, whatever, toxic troll, the controllers, the headsets and shit wouldn't be sold out. So don't say that nobody doesn't care about Starfield, my man.
The $300 Constellation Edition sold out that same day. It was
that thing, it wasn't no hope of getting that. So if you was trying to get that, that thing sold out that day. Like it was not available. It was even within that day, it was gone. So like that thing was. If you wanted that watch, you're just not gonna get it. You know.
We were on live, and I was going to Bethesda's store to try to pre-order that damn thing.
Yeah,
man,
it was gone.
What was that, Tuck?
Yeah.
And you know what, guys? If they want to talk about advertisement and all that shit, okay, they want to gotta do advertisement like Sony does and everything. Okay, let's talk about what the Super Bowl does every damn year. Every year they go through all those damn commercials, and I mean they spend millions and millions and millions of dollars when it come down to Super Bowl commercials. And some of them shouldn't even have ads. Because like the pop, like Budweiser and all of them, they don't need them. That's the reason why they don't do them no more. I mean, so when these people talk about advertisement and all that stuff, and how they want Xbox to put it on TV, damn that crap. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money wasted.
Yeah, listen, Tuck. I guarantee Starfield has cost over $100 million to develop for. You want them to add another $100 million just so you can see it on TV when you already know the game exists?
And let's also look at this. We had Hi-Fi Rush drop, and that game sold well for a game nobody even knew existed.
Right.
And let's take another game that was popular, something like Elden Ring. Some people was looking forward to it, but I guarantee you, all the people who ended up buying that game was not. I think it was the rush of having a good game, I guess, because I didn't play it, but that's what other people say. It was a great game. Mm-hmm. And so if a game is good, or if you get a lot of good positive word of mouth, which the showcase did do for Starfield, you'd be surprised how effective that is. Because in my opinion, Elden Ring didn't have a ton of marketing either, but that game ended up outselling everything else. So, that's unpredictable. You don't always know what marketing works and what doesn't. I don't see it really helping Spider-Man all that much. I mean, Spider-Man is just coasting off of its name, and that's really it. Like, I don't see people saying they got to tear down everything just to get their hands on the third Spider-Man that's released within 5 years. I don't hear that. They're talking about Starfield. Even the PlayStation guys are talking about Starfield. They're not talking about Spider-Man. So apparently it's doing its job.
Yeah, Daya, last week Sony released a trailer for Spider-Man, and all they did was compare it to Starfield the whole time.
Wow.
That's right. That's true.
So it's like they don't even care about their own games compared to Starfield.
And Unlimited.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, my brother. Didn't they just get one of our games, which is called High on Life?
Yep,
they did.
Are those busters gonna play that game and support it? Hell no.
No, hell
no.
It's a good game.
Oh yeah, it's a great game, Daya. But many of them are not going to buy it. And then one dude got exposed because he hated the game when it was on Xbox and did buy it when it came to PlayStation. That just confirms what I've been saying, what I said earlier. A lot of them secretly love these games. It's just that hating Xbox takes priority over everything, so they got to pretend to like what Sony's giving them, even though Sony is giving you the third Spider-Man game in 5 years. I mean, how many times do you need to swing through New York City? Honestly, how many times do you need to swing through New York City before that shit gets old?
It's true, and even comic books have that problem.
Spider-Man doesn't go to Brazil. He doesn't go to London. He doesn't go to Lisbon, Portugal.
Right.
He just New York. That's it. Hey, the Empire State Building. Yeah, I saw that in Spider-Man in the 2002 game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they know that Starfield's the bigger and better game, you know, and they're just jealous because they were so hell. Sony was rumored to pay for the game off Xbox anyway, and I know for a fact, Dreamcast guy would not have put out that video if it was coming to PlayStation.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did that man come out? The one who made the creator who made Half-Life, did he come out and say that was the best thing he could ever do put on the Game Pass
For Half-Life?
Yeah, for Half.
High on Life. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he knew if that game would have came out just on a regular basis, that game probably wouldn't have sold nothing. Because you know how people are all about new IPs.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they might pay, sometimes they might pan out, then sometimes they might not pan out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I know we get to download content, and I can't wait for that to come out. I want to see that.
Yeah, and not only that, Tuck. Remember, last year, Hi-Fi Rush was the biggest third-party release ever on Game Pass.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Ever.
May I address Vaca on something? He said, "Come on, Batman ain't left Gotham in how many years?" That's true, but you know what? The Batman stories have done unique things in this telling.
Yeah.
Like take what's the game I'm playing now? It's Gotham Knights. Take that. Now in that game, I'm not gonna give away spoilers, but basically you know this part. Batman has died, and now you have to have the city has to be saved by a new group that he raised up during different points in his life, you know, the different Batmans and different things like that. Right. That's a unique take. Now I don't see that very often, that you take your main character, he's dead, and then all of a sudden you got to pick up the story and pick up the pieces right after he died. You know, so I think at least Batman is doing something uniquely different. Even though, yes, it's in Gotham. That's true. The location is the same. But sometimes it's what you do with that as well. What are they really doing that's that different in Spider-Man? It's not that much. They've already brought in Miles Morales, so I don't know what else they can do. And then they also didn't even give you co-op with that. So I don't know what they're doing that's different. That's why I have a issue with it. Just feels like the same game.
Yeah, you know? And listen, Vodka, first of all, I said forever, we need more than Batman. I'm a massive DC fan, love DC comics, right? I've been saying forever, I had 4 great Batman games, do something else. I want something else, you know? So listen, I'm with you there. Because what you said, Vodka, I said years ago, look, we had 4 great Batman games. I don't need a 5th fucking one to play as Batman again, you know? And the same thing. And the same thing is going to apply to you know, that's why I'm hyped for Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad. Yeah. And I want a Superman game because I already did the Batman stuff, you know. And Snooki Jackson here said, why are we always the one on Xbox not standing our ground as Xbox players? We need to terminate these POS from Xbox. Yes. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're doing, Snooki.
I agree.
Because I am so sick of every other month, the Xbox community, Snooki Jackson, getting in their feelings over a dumb narrative. Because back in May, when Starfield didn't review well, they were all jumping ship. Oh, I guess just at the end of Phil Spencer. And then what happened? Less than a month later, the showcase blew everybody's mind away, right? And so the Xbox community better not fall for this marketing nonsense. And Zink, man, I see that you're finally able to jump in.
Well, no, I'm not able to jump in. Vodka just made me stop working because he a pony bot over here gonna talk. Hey, man, Vodka gonna jump in here and say, hey, come on, guys, Batman hasn't left New York. Hey, Vodka, we not talking about multiplats, bro. This is a straight up argument. Get out of this. You know, we talking about. You remember all Vodka? You remember all of the Halo Infinite doesn't have the biomes and all of this stuff. What about Spire? Ain't it? All right, man, I'm out of here. I'll be back later.
Oh, man.
That was an excellent point about the biomes. I forgot all about
that. But by the way, Zink once again bringing up Halo. He's here for 30 seconds and he still bring up Halo. God damn it.
Bring up
Look,
Halo
it's
every
like-
time when he comes
You
in the
can't
room.
get Halo out of a bot. You know that. Bots, you just can't separate
I
the
just
two.
want
It's
I
like
just want
all
to
in-
point. I just want to. He doing that on purpose now, man. 30 seconds and he back to Halo. but but hey, all jokes aside, man. The chat. You guys are absolutely right, man. The Xbox community. Listen, if Starfield doesn't get some of these dudes to stand their ground, then just go to PlayStation at this point.
I agree.
Because you got as people in the chat said, D-Plague, for example, Starfield is a generational game, and it is. Because 1,000 planets, 100 of them with life forms, endless content. None of us are going to beat the game this year, by the way. Hell, Skyrim is 10 years old, and I've still never seen the ending of that damn game. I have no clue how it ended because it's so damn big and long. Starfield, Todd Howard, y'all, what do you say? Starfield was irresponsibly big, right? So we're good. We're set. We got the biggest game of the year. And I'm sorry, but just because you don't see a commercial on it while you watch Days of Our Lives doesn't mean the game isn't being marketed well.
That's true. That's absolutely. And Microsoft has never been that type of marketer to begin with. They don't slap stuff on TV all the time. That's usually older people who watch that stuff on like basic television and they just don't do that. They embrace new tech. They that's what they do. They're a software company. So they like to do things on the internet. They like to use marketing on food products and things they feel you will see. You know, that's how they like to do it. That's why they did animation. They don't take it the same route that Sony does, and Sony has been slow to change, and that is hurting them. We don't want Microsoft to fall into that same rut. We want them to be who they are. I want Xbox to be who they are, unless what they're doing is hurting their brand, and I don't see that as hurting their brand. In my opinion, I don't know a person alive that's a gamer who doesn't know what Starfield is by this point. I just don't. So
yeah, the only people who don't know about it are the ones who aren't gamers, because that's how
the
big
casuals,
it is.
right?
Yeah, and Deep Floyd brings up a great point. He said nobody watches TV like that no more. Advertising is different today. I see Starfield stuff every day.
It's a whole lot different than what it was back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the content wars where they're putting everything on streaming services anyway.
That's true. That's true.
And if you're like me, you got the ad-free versions of these platforms. So what good is putting an ad on if I'm paying for it to not have ads to interrupt my shows?
That's true.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right. And people pay a premium for that. So you have to find creative ways to get that advertising to people. And like I said, they do it on product placement, they do it through that, and they do it through the internet, like YouTube and places like that. That's what they do, and that's how Microsoft has always done it. I don't understand what the problem is. And they use their own platforms now to really broadcast without E3. They use these different, now they're going to everything like Gamescom. They go to, Jeff Keighley stuff, whatever he's doing, whether it's Summerfest or the other one, and all that. They go to almost everything if they have something to show. If they don't, like that last time, they wanted to hold their stuff for their own showcase, that's fine too. But they've been doing way more than Sony has as far as putting out games, letting you see what's coming, letting you know the future. They're doing all of this. I don't know what more people want. And as far as Starfield, nobody wants them to start spoiling Starfield or anything. What is nothing left to show of the game, because they showed so much of it during Bethesda showcase. So all they can do at this point is just kind of remind you that it's coming out. That's it. That's really all they can do at this point.
Right.
Yes, absolutely excellent, Daya.
You're right.
Adidas 20, thank you for the $2. He said Kid Smooth is a pony. Bottom line. Yeah. At this point, he pretty much is.
Agree. Yeah, I think I'm just saying, don't be surprised when he actually does the full flip, because right now he's still got a toe over on the Xbox side, but he's almost there.
Yeah. And Xbox guys, we don't need to give these dudes attention, So after today, let's just move on. Let them be. If you want to be miserable about Xbox, let them be. Because I could tell that the chat and the panel here, we all good. We all excited. We're happy. We're gaming.
Yeah.
Sega Man was telling me about he's still addicted to Ant Stream right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, you hear all these people talk about well, Sony gonna have a lot of new games and all that stuff. Okay, which we know they're not. We know they're not gonna have that many new games this year. Okay. Now, somebody said, well, they're going to be at Gamescom. Come to find out they're not. Come to find out they're not. I mean, why is that? Because they know they don't have a damn thing to really show. I mean, what they show? What? That last showcase is all they're going to show?
Yeah, they're skipping Gamescom too, right? Aren't they?
Man, so, man, Sony's a joke. Sony's a joke at the point in time of the life cycle. And I'm like what E-Rock said, I'd be so glad when the day when that we don't have to even talk about the pony box no more.
Yeah.
I'd be so glad.
I'm with you there, Tuck. I'm with you there because they more knowing than regular ponies because they pretend. They sit here pretending to care about Xbox, And Mr. Kima here says Starfield being advertised in the UK on buses. Well, there you go.
Okay. See, Mr. Kima can tell us about that since he lives there.
Yeah. Faded Blaze said advertising is different. Watch, you will see a Starfield ad on YouTube. Oh, definitely.
Oh, I've been watching it on YouTube. Oh, let me read Dion Hayes. Hi, Dion. He says here, we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Starfield, Forza Motorsport, and many other games coming to Game Pass. Persona as well, Tokyo Game Show, and most showcase. He's right. Look at all that he listed there. And I forgot all about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think that's a day and date, right?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. So that's, I mean, Game Pass is still doing its thing along with everything else. So yeah. Thank you for that, Dion.
Yes, Dion. Excellent comment there, man. Biggity 08. Thank you for the $2. It's a great content, fellas and lady. Keep it up. Oh yeah. You know we will, man. We ain't going nowhere. Especially that Xbox is at its peak, man. We in the new golden age of Xbox.
Exactly.
So if you ain't on the Xbox train, hey, listen. I am not forcing you guys on the Xbox bandwagon here because I've been telling you, we all been telling you for years. Hell, people like Tuck and Sega, man. You go to the YouTube channels, their videos are like 7-8 years old of telling you how great Xbox was, and that was during the height of the Xbox One hate, and they were telling you it was great. So see, forget Unlimited. Check out Sega Man and Tuck. They've really been on it, telling you guys what's up. I do got this image on screen here, man, and this image was hilarious. This was from the Black Viking on Twitter. He said pretty much the image you see on screen. The blue is the Starfield metrics on Google Trends, and the red is Spider-Man. And as you can see, it might be a little hard to see if you're on other devices. Okay, as you can see, the blue.
What pointing at though? I can't see that. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me get my glasses. Sorry.
It's a little harder to see here.
And Unlimited, did you say that there was a game that the Xbox got exclusive on it right now? What's the name of that? X Primo?
Oh, Exo Primal. No, it's not exclusive, but it was day one on Game Pass.
It was, yeah. It can,
you say like what, 1 million people playing it?
Yeah,
a lot of people playing it. Yeah.
So what can you say? And ain't nobody playing that game on the PlayStation.
Hell no.
If they got to pay for it, probably not a lot.
They
gotta pay for that game.
It's a new IP, so a lot of times people don't want to take a risk on a new IP.
PlayStation fans don't have friends, so they don't do multiplayer or co-op games.
Mr. Kima, I'm so sorry about that. I thought you stayed in the UK. Maybe I'm confusing you with somebody else. I thought that was you. It's somebody else I know is from the UK.
Oh, he's in Dallas.
He's in Dallas. Okay, then it's somebody else. I confused him with somebody else. I apologize.
I forgot about that. There's another game that's going to be there too. Striker 2.
Yes. Stalker 2 going. Oh, by the way, Stalker 2 is going to be playable at
Stalker
Gamescom.
2. Oh, that's great. Man. Hold on. So it must be really close to release then if it's playable.
It's coming out in December.
So if it's playable at Gamescom, we might get a demo.
Yeah. I'm putting it on screen right now. As you can see, Stalker 2 to have a playable demo at Gamescom 2023. Mm-hmm. Xbox guys, Xbox. Listen, this is why negative Xbox fans just baffle me to no end. Because listen to all the games we named in like this last 2 minutes alone: Exo Primal, Forza, Stalker, What's that other
Texas
one?
Chainsaw
Yes,
Massacre is going
Texas
to be day
Chainsaw.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so everything is just so great, and then Stalker's going to have a demo when that comes out in December, I believe.
yeah.
You
Mhm.
know,
And then when that game come out, I'm buying it because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna need to buy that to support the people over there.
I own all the other Stalkers, so
Yeah.
you know.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it.
And Shizno Elite said if he's so worried about marketing, seems like he'd be asking Sony why Sony isn't even at Gamescom this year. Yeah, I mean, notice how Sony don't do E3 no more, Gamescom, Tokyo
Yeah.
Game Show.
Yeah.
What do they give you? Nothing. They give them nothing, and they just eat it. They just eat it all up. That Spider-Man, Insomniac is really clearing Sony right now. Yeah, good luck with that, man. There's this dude. He made a hilarious video about the Sony templates. Oh man, that video
Really?
was funny. Yeah, I think it's what's this YouTube channel? It's like Andy something.
Andy
It was
something.
hilarious.
Okay.
Andy TV, something like that. It was a hilarious video he did.
Oh,
on
he
the
do
Sony.
parodies and stuff like that.
No. It wasn't a parody. He did something that I would do. He literally had everything on screen. He had a breakdown. He had a whole Excel spreadsheet showing.
What?
The video was hilarious, man. But he showed that pretty much every PlayStation game is a template.
Oh wow, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it, man. Again, it was hilarious. I watched it last night. Nene29 said Pony's got Starfield trading on Twitter. Once again, Microsoft ain't got a market. They doing it for them. Yeah,
that is true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly, man. So the thing is, we already know it's a massive game.
Yeah.
We already know that. So here's another thing. What all can Starfield show after the showcase?
That's
going to surprise us. Sega Man, seriously, after that 45 minutes showcase, Sega Man, what else can they show? At that point, it'll just be spoilers.
I think that's just going to be the headline of it. Starfield is going to be big, guys. It's going to be real big. It's going to way overshine and take over Spider-Man. Spider-Man don't have can't hold a candle to Starfield, and they know that.
Yep. The only thing Spider-Man has going for it is that the casuals like Spider-Man.
They do,
because he's popular in Marvel. That's the only thing they got going for him. Oh, go ahead, Dea.
And I just want to say that's fine. I'm not like rooting for the destruction of Spider-Man. I'm just saying, like all comic book properties, I've been here for all of them. Like when Batman was at the top of his game and all, and even other ones, like the X-Men and stuff. I've been there for all of them, and they all come. They have their peaks and then they have their lows and stuff. And Spider-Man's going to hit his low. At some point, some other comic book character is going to supersede him. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I just said that Sony relying on that is just not a good strategy anyway. And yes, Spider-Man is popular, but I remember a time when Captain America wasn't anything. Nobody hardly even knew who he was. Yeah. And he's a popular character now. So things can change in there, and it's volatile, and you just can't put all your eggs in that basket. I'm not trying. I like Spider-Man. Okay. I don't not like Spider-Man, but I'm just saying, comparing that to a game that's been under development for 25 years, you're insulting Bethesda at that point. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're insulting them. Yeah. Okay.
Andy Pants TV. Thank you
Andy Pants TV. Oh, yeah.
Check out Andy Pants TV. He did a hilarious video breaking down the Sony template. I watched it last night. Okay. I was rolling. I even left a comment on that video. It was so fun. It was great.
I'm gonna have to put that on his outfit. Yeah.
Jay here said we got so much to play over on Xbox. I'm going back to playing older Assassin's Creed games, getting ready for Mirage.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's another thing about the beauty of X. Yeah, Mr. K, I forgot you were in Dallas, man. Mr. Kima, not Mr. Kima, but Jay. That's another beauty about it, Jay. There's so much to play on Xbox. You literally can't go wrong because you got thousands of games to choose from. Sometimes I just surf Game Pass just to see what's there.
Yeah, me too.
Knowing damn well I'm not going to finish X, Y, or Z game that's arriving or currently new. Let's see. Dion Hayes said only Microsoft and Nintendo going to be there at the showcase, so those ponies are not going to get nothing. Yeah, I mean
they ain't gonna get a doggone thing.
That's pretty sad though at this point because they're not getting anything.
Yeah, that's why they can't talk. They can't stop talking about Xbox because what is there to talk about from Sony? Listen, 23. All this was 20. This was Sony's lineup in 2023. Flying to Brazil to stop the Activision deal. Flying to Brussels to stop the Activision deal. Flying to the U.S. to stop the Activision. That's all. That's their showcase. Their showcase was back in July when they were in court. That was their showcase.
Right.
And we got leaks. And we got leaks of everything.
Right.
You know what? You know what, fellas? This what really tripped me out about these damn Sony ponies. I mean, they really think that Sony didn't have anything to do with the FTC and the CMA doing this thing what they try to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, they really believe that Sony don't have anything to do with that. I'm like, y'all, Sony had everything to do with that. I mean, this thing should have been done a long damn time ago. So, yeah, I mean, man, like I said, these pony bots, man, they stupid. They're stupid as hell.
Yep.
I mean, if you don't think that Sony didn't have anything to do with that bullshit right there that went to court, you're lying to yourself.
Yep.
And like me and Sega Man always have said, me and Sega Man said the same damn thing. This is not about no damn this is not about cloud, this is not about no cloud service. This is about the CMA trying to protect Sony's ass.
Yep.
And the FTC try to save their ass. So we see what that was all about. The judge saw right through that shit. The judge said, no. All y'all do is sit here talking about Sony. Sony this, Sony that. Y'all ain't talking about nothing else but Sony. And then the CMA, shit, man. I play this. If it would have been up to me during that time and we closed and all that stuff, I mean, when PlayStation decided to sign, I would close the deal. I would have said, the hell with the CMA. I would have told the CMA, you have to wait.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you there, Tuck. I'm with you there 100%.
Because it's just so crazy how this stuff should have been done a long damn time ago. Because the CMA, they were supposed to sign with it. But we know the reason why they didn't, because Sony got an asshole in a lawyer that works for the CMA, that works for the CMA now. And that's all it is to it. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's not about no service. It's all about protecting Sony's ass. And I'm glad that Sony got what coming to them. And they was gonna get everything, but I'm glad they not getting nothing now but Call of Duty.
Yeah, you absolutely right, spot on there, Tuck. I'm glad too, man. And Doc Vodka here said Everspace 2 day and date. That's right, that comes out later this month.
Okay.
And the devs pray. Yeah, Everspace 2. They will Game Pass, and the devs praise Game Pass because they didn't have to cut content.
Oh,
yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and so so when I see people try to say Xbox gamers don't buy games, no devs don't want to put their games on Xbox, it's clearly not true. I mean, how much more proof do you need of everybody loving Game Pass other than Jim Ryan literally lying, saying that our publishers universally hate Game Pass? Oh yeah, and then immediately everybody found endless contradictions to that statement.
Yep.
I can say myself, I like a game on Game Pass a lot, I usually buy it.
Yeah, same here.
I've bought so many games that were originally in Game Pass because I know exactly what I'm getting. So I don't know. All I can say is about my own behavior. I didn't think I would do something like that, but I do that. I'll do that a lot. I buy game. I just bought Gungrave Core when it was on sale. I got that game now. So I can play it whenever I want. But it's in Game Pass. But I liked it a lot and it was on sale, so I picked it up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Isn't Baldur's Gate 3 coming out today?
Yeah, only on PC.
It's on PC.
That's why they're not talking about it, Nene, because the PlayStation version doesn't come out till September 6th.
Right.
And that's when the PlayStation fans are going to pretend to play it. What they're going to do is they're going to pretend to play it and just talk about Starfield the whole time. And the way that Sony fans do it, it's the same what they did with Spider-Man last week. They'll say, like, look at how Spider-Man got their views. Doesn't Starfield suck because Xbox has Starfield and Starfield, and like they'll just mention Spider-Man just to compare it to Starfield and talk about Xbox the rest of the time because they don't give a damn about Baldur's Gate. in Spider-Man. They just care about hating on Xbox.
Unlimited wasn't in an article from like PC Gamer or something like that that complained about the way I think I heard this. I haven't checked this, but I just want to usually check everything. So I think it was like PC Gamer or something like that. It was like they were saying that the Spider-Man doesn't look, it looks kind of mediocre.
Oh
It
no,
was
that was a
something like that.
PlayStation. That was actually a PlayStation site that said
Oh,
that.
it was a PlayStation
About
site.
yeah,
Okay.
about how Spider-Man 2 didn't look. It pretty much looked like more of the same.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
But that's even coming out, and I think that's not boding well for Spider-Man in the sense that people might already be having some fatigue when it comes to the franchise, because it's just been too many games in such a short amount of time. You know.
Yeah. Look, three Spider-Man games in 5 years all take place in New York City. And yes, Vodka, I am going to mention that because Batman, not only is Batman a multi-plat, I've also stated that we need more than Batman. So that's not a gotcha moment in my opinion. So yeah, Spider-Man 3 and 5 years, same location, fighting the same enemies. Seriously, fighting Venom is literally nothing new. You could go back to the Genesis days and find Venom in a Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Right? You remember Spider-Man and Venom Carnage?
I have
Maximum Carnage.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Dual shockers, right.
Yeah. So, but with that said, we're going to move on to our next topic of the night, and because Xbox, say what you will, Xbox give us so much content that it's impossible to keep up. And later this month, they confirmed. Well, I mean, we already knew it. The Xbox is going to be at Gamescom, and what's cool is that at Gamescom is going to be their largest booth ever. They said, and here's the real cool thing: they're going to have a theater showcase for Forza and Starfield, right? And they're going to have. And that's, you remember Towerborn from the showcase, that other exclusive that's coming out next year?
That's the one I like. I like games like that.
Yeah. It looks like that's going to have a hands-on for it. And then there's also going to be demos of Stalker 2, Payday 3, Jusant, and Armored Core 6.
Nice.
Man, I wish I was there.
I know the Germans got it good, man.
Yeah.
And here's the best part. It's a 4-day event from August 24th through August 27th. Right.
Okay.
So
party animals is gonna be there. Wow,
yeah. So I mean, let's have some fun with it. And I'm gonna start with you, Daya.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think about Gamescom 2023 for Xbox, man? And do you think that we're gonna get any surprises this summer?
I think Microsoft is juggling so much, so I'm not sure about the surprises. I don't know yet, because they're closing out the ABK deal, and we have no idea what they're going to announce when they finally do that roundtable thing when that happens. So I think that is still, I think they're getting that to the finish line. I think it's practically done. I just think that the CMA and Microsoft is just going through the motions to legally tie everything up, but I really think that's pretty much done.
Yeah.
But with Microsoft having half of mine still on that ABK thing to finish that out, and then also trying to juggle everything else, I'm not sure if they're going to. It would take extra work to do a lot of extra content. But what I do believe and what I see with Gamescom is that they are treating this like they would their own showcase. They are going big, and I think the amount of exposure they're also showing to their partners is impressive, and I think their partners probably love that because it's extra marketing. Microsoft has all the world's eyes on them right now, thanks to the ABK deal and their growth and how well Game Pass is doing. That helps them, So I think the partners are very happy. So like the people who made Stalker 2 and the other games that are not their first party, I'm talking about the ones that they're partnering up with. I'm sure they're very happy with how things have turned out with the showcase, because imagine the people that partner with them for that, and it's been seen by 92 million people. They're very happy, and so at this momentum that they're going, I think they're just bringing it big. Look at this: Payday 3, They got Don't Nod's game on there,
Mm-hmm.
and look at Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
That's
right.
an investment that just keeps paying off for them. Like Cyberpunk, Microsoft is doing so well now, and a lot of eyes is on them now. Cyberpunk is benefiting from that, and with Cyberpunk in a better state, Microsoft is benefiting from that. So this is just great for them all around. Look at Armor Core 6, that's on there. Look, they got some great titles on here.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually jealous. And Forza, I want to see more of Forza, so I'm really looking forward to that. I hope I see
Yeah,
that.
me too.
Microsoft Flight Sim, keep a close lookout on that because they got their new game coming, so they might show new footage on that. It's just a lot of good stuff here, and I think that the people are partnering up with them. Oh, Lamplighters League, that's nice little game there. I also look at the indies and the smaller games, and
Right.
yeah, that looks great. So I think that what I like about this is that Microsoft is putting just as much attention, just as much focus, just as much money into it when their partners are there. And I think this is just good for the gaming industry and for Xbox moving forward.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. And the beauty again. And I love what you said a few when you started off, Day, about how Xbox is juggling locks. I never really thought about that until you brought that up. That they are juggling. They got in terms of major releases. They
Right.
got a number of them still to come. For
Tokyo
the
Game
smaller,
Show,
yeah, they got
that's
Tokyo
coming.
Game Show. They got
Yeah.
a lot of smaller games that are releasing on Xbox as well. So yeah, there's a lot that they gotta juggle. They gotta figure out. Okay, what's the best placement for X game?
Right.
Which ones are we going to demo? Which ones we just going to showcase? And I do think it's the right decision to not have a playable demo for Starfield or
I
Forza.
agree.
It's
Because they
to
had their
me,
partners, they partners
yeah.
with that son that shine too.
Yeah, exactly. Let Stalker 2 be the next game people fawn over because
Right.
We already know Starfield and Forza are going to be major successes.
Right.
Right. So let people get their hands on the Stalker 2s that someone might not exactly know what it's about, or Payday 3, who might be like, okay, I saw Payday 2 on Game Pass, but I never really played it.
Hmm.
Let me see what Payday 3 is about. Because that's
Exactly.
how it is with Game Pass, You might see something and just give it a try.
Right.
Or be like, I saw that game on Game Pass. Maybe the sequel's gonna be good. Um, so yeah, you're absolutely spot on there, Daya. But
And
let me,
don't forget one other thing, just to toss this in. I
yeah,
forgot
yeah,
that Phil just recently tied up Final Fantasy 14 for the first time coming
hmm
to console. That was a huge announcement because it really shows the direction. And now here's another thing. I highly encourage everybody here to watch what happened during that from beginning to end because I'm telling you, I wish this could be a topic on your next video or even Sega Man's or somebody else's because I'm telling you, I don't know what happened in those talks behind there, but I read a lot into the way they were behaving and the way they were talking. And I think they got the message from Xbox. They didn't like how their fan base was being treated and all that. And it seemed to me that Square was coming with a different attitude towards the Xbox gamer. Watch
yeah.
the whole thing through.
I believe they have a new CEO as well,
They
if I'm
do.
not mistaken.
They do a brand new
Yeah,
CEO. Yep.
yeah, and so he's trying to rebuild relationships with Xbox.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so props to Phil on getting some Final Fantasy on Xbox, a game that we are told was never come to Xbox.
Exactly.
But Sega Man, you still there?
I'm here, brother.
Awesome. Yeah, so Sega Man, well we know that PlayStation won't be on Gamescom, but Xbox will. And as you heard, the lineup of games is pretty impressive, Sega Man. So I'm gonna ask you, do you think that we're going to get any form of any kind of surprise or what do you think of the Gamescom lineup?
Well, the last Gamescom I watched too, it was really good.
Mhm.
Like you said, the Germans they get a lot of good stuff there. It was really good. It was hyped up there last year's Gamescom. I watched it. It was pretty good. It was very informative. I really enjoyed the show, and I do believe we will get some surprises, man. I honestly believe that. Maybe we'll have some like a couple of games surprisingly dropping Game Pass. They're used to doing stuff like that. At least one or two.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do every time they do some kind of a show, rather it be Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, or something like that. And they also give you sometimes a few demos to try out of some new games that will be coming out. I think this event's great. Xbox is really the only one doing this right now. I know Nintendo, like they said, is going to be there, but Xbox is always on the front line. You never see Sony on the front line no more. They ain't even making attendance to this show or participating in anything at all. I mean, I would have to be very upset and sad to be a Sony fan, supporting them, supporting their games and everything. What's up, Sega? Sega Forever. I would be really just, I would be dumbfounded. I would really be dumbfounded, man, if I was a Sony fan right now, man. I really would. I would have to be honest with you, man. If I'm as a gamer, I'd be like, man, I might have to go to that Xbox side, bro, because there's just too much going on over there. Game Pass, getting games every week. We just had what, 3 more games drop in the Game Pass? I think there's a few indie games that dropped in there. One dropped in yesterday. A couple games dropped in there.
That makes sense because Starfield's coming out soon, so you're going to see smaller games leading up to that, I think.
Yeah. It's a day. It's just more to play. It's just way more to play. Yep. It's really hard to catch up. I mean, hey, keep them coming, bro. Keep them coming, because I try every game that comes in Game Pass. If I like it, I'll play it for a while, then I go back to playing what I was playing before. But I always check out what's in Game Pass at least every other day, see if something dropped. Always checking it out. If there's something in there, I always download it. I always download the games. And remember too, not to get off subject, Unlimited. Guys, August is the last time for your games with gold, so make sure you get them.
Thanks. I forgot about that. You're right. I need to
get your money's worth, man. But Unlimited, I think it's going to be a great show, bro. I do believe there will be a few surprises, man, that we're going to get as Xbox gamers, man. And hey, we should just be happy and excited. It's going to lead up to Starfield. It's going to be the blockbuster of the year. You know what I mean? And then we got Forza coming out in October. Man, like I said, bro, we're eating so damn good over here. It's crazy, bro. We're eating real good over here on the Xbox side, man. We have nothing to worry about, nothing. Things are just going to get bigger and better for Xbox, man. Like I'm really digging that new dashboard we got. I really like that. I think that's
cool. It's better than the old one in that you can at least see more of the wallpaper, but I kind of agree with Unlimited with some of the issues that he had with it too. So I think it's still a work in progress, but it's better. I do believe it's.
I believe it is. Better, I believe it is. Yeah, it is better. Like you said, you can see more of your wallpaper, and stuff. And I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. They're always trying to change things and innovate more when it comes to the dashboard and stuff like that. That to me, that's showing that they they really take their time and care about bringing like good stuff to Xbox, even changing the dashboard. You know what I mean? They're always doing something over there, right? Unlimited, they're always doing something, man.
Yeah. They're always working to improve. Look at feedback, change things. So Xbox does great in terms
of Unlimited.
What's up?
Hey man, real quick, man. I was just
let me guess. You're gonna compare Gamescom to Halo? Sony's like the flood.
See, I wasn't even gonna say nothing about that, but see, I'm tired of you guys covering for Sega Man. I just called him in a lie. He said, "Hey guys, hurry up and get those games with gold games." I heard games with gold wasn't shit. So what you talking about, Sega Man? Sega Man over here lying. Hey man, I gotta get back to work. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man.
Just pop in and pop out.
Yeah, I know, man. That's my man. Other Zinc. That's my main man, boy. Other Zinc, man. He's cool as hell. But I think we're gonna. Unlimited. I think it's gonna be a great show. I really do. I'm gonna watch it from beginning to end. I think we're gonna be excited. Unlimited. I do believe we're gonna see some surprises, bro. And they always do a good show over there. Last year's show was good. It was in depth. They had interviews, different things like that, breaking down the games and stuff like that. So it's something to look forward to. It's really something to look forward to. We always got something to look forward to when it comes to Tokyo Game Show and Gamescom, man. We do. And we always get freebies. We always get something. Man, after the show or during the show. They'll tell you, hey, we got this dropping in Game Pass today. Check it out. Stuff like that. So, I think we're going to have a great time, man, with Gamescom, man. And I'm excited for Unlimited, and I will be attending and watching it, man. So I'm hyped, bro. I'm ready.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the more games, the better. Oh, excuse me. The more games, the better, man. So I'm with you there, Sega, man. Xbox just it's always something with them in a good way. It's always something with them in a good way. Where they're going to be at Gamescom this year, then Tokyo Game Show, then a showcase, then the summer showcase they do every year. I can't be mad at that. But Tuck Master, you there?
Hey, Unlimited.
Yeah.
My wife bought me another game.
Yeah, I'm here.
She bought me another game Ultimate Game Pass for my birthday, so I'm good till
Oh, that's what's up.
July 2024.
Oh, shoot, that's really what's up, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
good
damn good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
he good for the next year.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, but Tuck Master, man. So Xbox gonna be at Gamescom, PlayStation won't, and as a result, Xbox has said, "Hey, this is our largest booth ever." And the games that they're gonna showcase, for example, they're gonna showcase a theater presentation of Starfield and Forza, right? But they're gonna be playable demos of like Towerborn and Stalker 2 and Payday 3 and Armored Core and Cyberpunk. So Tuck, man, what are your thoughts, man? What do you think? What do you think about Xbox Gamescom this year?
Oh man, I think it's. I mean, I didn't know that they were going to have all of that until I woke up this morning and read an article about it, and I'm like, man, dude. I mean, I think what Xbox is doing is a great service for everything that they're doing. I really just they care about their fans. I mean, people say, well, it's all about money, but now Xbox really care about their fans. They supporting they really is, they're more like a real good community group. They like talking to the people. They like socializing with us and all that stuff. So, I think it's going to be a real good show. I mean, I know these Sony ponies, they can't sit on there and talk no shit right now. So, because, they saying that, well, we hearing that Sony going to have a show. But what they going to have a show about? Spider-Man? That's the only thing they got. I mean, what they going to talk about? Wolverine? They don't have Wolverine to talk about. So, they really don't have shit to talk about. But I think what Microsoft is doing is good for the people. I'm glad they haven't shown more demos. They're gonna have more demos that they display. Microsoft not messing around, man. Like what's his name? Nadala, what's his name? Nadala said, if y'all want competition, y'all got it. Competition, so what they gonna do? So we'll see what Sony gonna do next. Which I don't think is gonna be much. I think they have lost the narrative when they lost Call of Duty. Even though that Call of Duty is still gonna be on their system, but I think there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna jump ship. From Sony to come to Microsoft side, and because now since they're gonna get the download content and everything, Sony got to answer to Microsoft on all that stuff now. So, but when it comes down to it, I think Microsoft's doing a good job. So, and I will be watching it that Thursday. So, and all I gotta say is this: Xbox rocks. Yep. PlayStation ain't about crap. And I leave it at that.
Excellent stuff, Tuck. Vodka out here, Sega man. Vodka asking, how many Bugs Snacks achievements you got, man?
I got a couple, man. I'm up. I probably got a couple. I got a couple, Vodka, but you probably got them all, bro. That's your favorite game, man. That's your favorite game is Bug Snacks, bro.
Yeah,
that's his favorite game, man. That's what I'm saying. Ain't we supposed to get another game in there? It's called Stray.
Oh, that was on PlayStation last year. Yeah, the cat game.
Coming, yeah.
That's what that is. The cat game. So Tuck really gonna like that
right now.
Yeah, Tuck really gonna like that one.
That's what I'm saying. Look, and you know this, Unlimited. When they get our games over there, right? When they get our games over there, they don't support them. They don't buy them. They don't play them. When we get their games over here, we play the games like Bug Snacks. We try. There's people that
I play Bug Snacks,
and that plays Bug Snacks on the Xbox, and then some of them even buy the shit. Like we buy games and play games over here, man. We do. We buy games and play games over here. That's why we keep getting more studios. That's why we keep getting more games on Game Pass, because we're supporting Game Pass and putting money into it. We're highly invested in the ecosystem of Xbox and the games. That's why we keep getting all this great stuff. because we're supporting our preferred console.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we keep getting stuff all the time, because we buy our games. Especially Game Pass, man. We buy Game Pass like it ain't like it's water. We buy that shit all the time. Ultimate Game Pass, making it more like, getting 3 more months. I might get another one. I might get another one in a couple of weeks. I might just go ahead and get on and get another 3 months, man, on CD keys.
Yeah, speaking of 3 months, I'm doing a giveaway for 3 months of Starfield. I'm choosing the winner September 1st, just in time for Starfield. So
Nice.
the way to enter, go to my channel and under communities, you'll see where I have the giveaway. It's super simple. Just leave a comment with your gamer tag, I think. And I'm choosing the winner September 1st. So just a heads up for anybody watching who might want Game Pass for 3 months. For Starfield, matter of fact, it'll cover you for Starfield and Forza.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, the first lady in chat orders you to join this contest. Submit. So try to win it, you guys. It's a good time for us gamers.
So a nice 3 months of games. You can get all kind of games in Ultimate Game Pass in that 3 months, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Deploy said my only problem with Xbox is fix that damn DVR.
Yes.
Man. I record a lot of gameplay, and I do want them to improve that.
Yes.
The DVR.
Yeah, but Sega, man, you got anything else to add about Gamescom?
Brother, I think that's about it. Maybe we'll see a big surprise, like Phil Spencer showed his shirt that had Hexic or Helix.
Hexen.
Maybe we'll see that. That game was actually on the Sega Saturn. I owned that game, and it would be nice to see that come over, onto the Xbox. Because right now, Dea and Unlimited, I know some of you guys might not be in the shoot 'em ups like your brother Sega Man, shmups, but there's a shmups right now that's on the store that is a Saturn game. It's $30. It was from the Sega Saturn. It's actually on the Xbox store. It's a shoot 'em up game. It's $29.99. I might wait a little later. But it says on there Sega Saturn. So yeah, they're bringing.
Really? Okay, that's nice.
That's Sega Saturn. You'll see. I forgot the name of it there, but it was on Sega Saturn. Now you can buy it on Xbox. Microsoft's Xbox store.
That's great. I like that.
That's on there. So yeah, man, I think they're starting to implement. And to me, that's telling me I might have to put my little Xbox tinfoil kufi on. But I think they're going to buy Sega, man.
I do too. I think they're going to buy Sega. I
think they're going to buy Sega.
There's too many signs there for me.
I'm waiting for that day, that news drop.
Unlimited. I really think so. Unlimited. I think they're working behind the scenes, bro, and I really believe they're going to do something with Sega. I think they're going to buy Sega, bro. I think Sega might be next, man.
Yeah, that'll be wonderful.
I'll tell you right now, when that day happened. Man, we had to really put a suicide watch for these damn ponies.
Yeah.
Because Sega's sitting on some lovely IP. Really good IP, guys, that is lying dormant that they could bring back to fruition, man.
What is Xbox All In saying? But Japan won't allow it.
That'll definitely be one of the excuses that they'll come up.
Yeah, that's
that'll
true.
definitely be one of them.
Yeah,
but let me give my thoughts on Gamescom, man, because when I saw this breakdown, I was blown away because I was not expecting Xbox to go all out this year like they are. I mean, I knew that they'll show something with Starfield or Forza, but when I saw the third party, their third party partners line up with the Stalkers and just like when I saw Jusant, I'm like, what Jusant?
Jusant is a good looking game.
Yeah, that looks awesome. And Stalker, because people thought that game was canceled because of the war in Ukraine, but no, fortunately, it's still coming.
Yeah.
Xbox, man, keep this up, man. Never. I hope they never stop. I hope they never lose that passion that they have for providing us all the content they do.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just so phenomenal to me, man. You see what I love, y'all. I love that feeling of excitement I get when it comes to Xbox. And that's something that Nintendo and Sony just doesn't give me. Especially actually probably both, especially Nintendo, really, because anytime I see another Zelda, it's like okay, or Pokemon. Like Pokemon was cool when I was 10, but I ain't jumping hoops over that. But with Xbox would just come out the blues like, hey, here's a game called Avowed. Here's a game called Clockwork Revolution.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys said what was that? You guys wanted Fable? Oh, well, hey guys, we're bringing Fable back, and it's just time after time after time they just prove that as a consumer they got my dollar, man. They got my dollar, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and then all that, and let's say something happens. I can't afford to buy a game at the time. Game Pass got you covered.
Yep.
Because 500 access to nearly 500 games. Sign me up. And here's the beauty about Game Pass. Nearly 80% of them are subscribed to Ultimate, so they're paying the $15, $16 a month version anyway.
That's true.
All right,
they're paying the higher tier.
Yeah, so when people say, "Oh, but they only do it for $1," no, a lot of them probably joined at $1, but they saw how great Ultimate was, and they say, "No, we're not even going to pay the $10 one. We're just going to pay for the best high tier subscription." Right? That's what nearly 80% of Game Pass subs are on Ultimate, and for good reason too, because it's clear that Game Pass. It's clear that Game Pass is at the center. It's pretty much the center of the universe of Xbox ideology right now, and them feeding Game Pass, I think, is the reason why for Gamescom they're so heavy, showing off not just like because the Sony one that was there just been Spider-Man, and that'll be literally it. Here's a booth for our next biggest game, Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
But for Xbox, like Starfield, we're not only Starfield. Here's Forza. Here's Flights. Oh, that's right. Flight Simulator is going to be there.
Yeah.
Right. Here's Stalker. Here's Payday. And I just love that, man. And like Tuck or Sega, man, I forgot who said it. I'll be watching on October 24th as well. I'll be watching to see what they're going to show. I'm one of those people, y'all. I watch the interviews afterwards. Because I like to hear from the developers' mouth of how the development process go on or what they're trying to do with the game and so on. Because it's not just the trailer, the gameplay showcase. I like to get like the complete what's that word I'm thinking of? The complete context of everything. So yeah, man, Gamescom looks like it looks like it's going to be a blast. I hope I hope that this one ends up being better than the greatest one they ever did was that 2015 one. That's one where they had like the Tomb Raider and all that. Man,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm hoping that it'll be even better than that, right?
Yeah.
And Xbox All In said I'm calling it now. Microsoft buys Sega announcement at the Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, that might be. That might be a bit unrealistic, but if it happens,
I think it would be next year.
Yeah.
And if it happens, the announcement will be sometime next year.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, man, that'll be a like if first of all, if that happens, Sega Forever, I'm not even showcasing games. I'm just coming on stage like Sega and walk
That's
off.
it. That's it.
That's all I do.
Maybe have Ed Tog run past or something. That's it. You leave it like that.
That's it. They'll be like, huh? Why is Xbox so empty? Just Phil Spencer comes up with a Sonic Hedgehog shit or something. It'd be like Sega, and that's it. And you already know what that means, right?
People be all over the internet. What did it mean by that? Oh man,
yeah. But hey, man. But see, and that's another thing I like about Xbox. We could predict this stuff, and it's now realistic, right? It's now realistic to say Xbox could buy Sega, and I love that too. And stuff like that pisses off the ponies because they'll be like, "Oh, you guys care more about acquisitions than game." Nope. Because we're just as hyped for Starfield, but we know damn well that the future, if they had Sega, I mean, that means that almost come full circle because a lot of the Xbox fans started out as Sega fans.
Exactly.
We all first did console, the Genesis.
I didn't realize that, but so many people started off as Sega fans.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep, my first console was the Sega Genesis, right?
Same.
Yeah.
I loved the Dreamcast and Saturn.
I did too.
Right?
Like my all-time favorite. Now the Xbox Series X is my second. That's how much I love that console. But yeah, I really love the Dreamcast.
Right. And so if that happens, man, it'll just be full circle because a lot of us already we already know Sega's history, the Sega background. We already love the Sega games. We already on the original Xbox. A lot of our favorite games were games like Jet Set Radio Future that were published by Sega. That was a deal with Microsoft. You know, the Gun Valkyries and all of them, right? So let's not forget, Xbox and Sega already has a beautiful history for everybody who wants to pull the organic crap. Because you really can't pull the organic card on Sega because they literally had exclusive games from Sega when they first started. So yeah, man. So I just saying, I definitely think that's going to be the next big acquisition as well, like everybody else, and I can't wait for that to happen. You know, that's the beauty of Xbox, man. Gamescom looks fire. Oh, by the way, let's not forget Starfield, especially for those of us with the early access version. We're going to play it like 4 or 5 days after Gamescom ends. So let's not forget that. Yeah, because it ends on Saturday the 27th, and the game releases September 1st. So it's just a few days later. So it's not like that's another reason why it's probably no demo. Because like, why are we gonna put a demo if the game's just releasing less than a week after we finish? You know, but let's be real. At the end of the day, the Xbox hey, what's up, Tool Man? Thank you for joining. But at the end of the day, the gaming world centers around Xbox. You know, that's why there's nothing to talk. Man, Hebot, man, you joining in right almost at the end, man. You there? Hey, what's up, David Cohen? Oh well, let's see. D-Play said the Dreamcast was amazing and it was only $200. Yeah, man. I wish consoles were that expensive day one. Inexpensive. I mean, day one release, man. E-Rock used to always talk about he just walked into the store and bought his Dreamcast. But yeah, it looked like Hebot was trying to come in, but then he dropped. So we'll hear from him, and then we're going to call it a night afterwards.
He'll probably be in. Yeah. He'll probably be in for a little bit.
Yeah, you know, he'll give us an extra hour of content. So we could that's if he comes back. Jeez.
He might. He probably will.
Yeah, it looks like he might be having technical issues, unfortunately.
I think he'll probably come back.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, I think the biggest thing right now, the only thing that Sony can really talk about right now is this PS5 Pro that they have.
Oh.
That's all they can talk about.
Yeah.
They're not bringing out the PS Pro.
I don't think they will either, but you know, they talk about bringing it out next year. So
I doubt it. Maybe they'll bring out a Slim. They're not going to bring out a PS5 Pro, dude.
All right. Hey, Hebot, you there?
Hebot.
Did you hear about Xbox and Transformers? Oh yeah, they still have the code for the Transformers games. Hopefully that leads to the games being put on Game Pass, man.
Yeah, what's up, DC? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hopefully that's what that leads to, because those War for Cybertron games were excellent. They're clearly the best Transformer games we've had. So if they could put them back on Xbox, that would be a major win for Xbox.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be real cool. You know how Unlimited. You know what's really cool and slick about Xbox too, man. That you know that we noticed. Sometimes, dude, they'll just fucking put games in Game Pass and not say nothing.
Yeah.
You'll just see it. You'll be like, damn, I didn't know this game came in here. Like the old school, what's that old school shooter? They just dropped in there. They just dropped it in there. Nobody expected it to come. I think it was by Bethesda. It just dropped in there. It wasn't Doom. It was that other one. I actually bought it.
Quake.
Was it Quake?
Yeah.
It was one of those games. They just dropped it in there. They didn't say it was coming or anything. And I'm like, damn, this shit is old school. Let me get this real quick. I bought it, man. I just bought it. Yeah, I think they dropped it in Game Pass, and I just went on ahead and just bought it. I mean, it was old school. I think it was Quake. I think it was that game. Yeah, and I beat it that same day. I sat down and beat it. Played it for like a few hours and beat it.
Yeah,
because I love those games. I would like to see more of those games come back. Because they had great games, man. The Quake games were good games, man.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure Hebot just gonna have to join next time, guys, because we're about to call it a night. Absolutely great show, everyone. It was, it's always great to hang out with you guys, talk some Xbox, debunk the nonsense, and hype up the games and Gamescom. What more can you ask? So we're gonna give our final thoughts and call it a night. And so Dea, give us your final thoughts and your outro.
Well, it's like I've been saying, we have a lot to look forward to this year when it comes to Xbox, and I will state everything that I believe that this will go down as one of the greatest years Xbox has ever had, and yes, that means over the 360 era. Um, I just say, look, we were expecting them to start attacking Starfield the closer it was going to get to launch. Just expect that. Oh, hi, two man. And yeah, just expect that. And just know that the games now moving forward will speak for themselves. If Microsoft has paid a good penny for not just any kind of studios, but they're buying some of the best in the industry, so they're going to make good games. And just be prepared to not only play these good games, but to know that you're getting quality when it comes to Xbox. All these people pretending to, oh, I don't know if the games are going to be good. Well, we already know the studios; these are well-established studios. So, I just say, just be comfortable in what Microsoft is doing because they're pretty transparent, and we see the roadmap. And I think that there are a lot of good things that's happening, not only this year but well into next year as well. So. Yeah, so I just want to leave you guys with that. And again, thank you for everybody coming to see the podcast today. And don't forget to make sure to be prepared to join that contest. I guess it is for the Game Pass.
The giveaway, yeah.
The giveaway, yeah. So make sure you guys join up for that because we really want you to participate.
Nice, Dan.
Excellent stuff. And so, Tuckmaster.
Hey, everybody, this is your boy DJ Tuckmaster. I hope everybody really enjoyed the show tonight. It's very intriguing when Ultimate always do these shows, and I'm always learning things from y'all and all that stuff. It's just that it's been amazing. It's an amazing year for PlayStation. I mean, for Xbox, and it's going to be amazing next year. I think for Xbox too and Microsoft too. Mm-hmm. I know they're doing pretty good on the Game Pass. I'm very sure it's going to get even better when we get all these other acquisitions. Blizzard and Activision, and if we get Sega, and if they get Sega, that is going to be like game over for them. For the Sony ponies. And that's really all I got to say. One thing other thing I'm going to say is this too. If people really want to play good games, I'm talking about downright good games, come to the Game Pass because that's where it's really at. It's the Game Pass, and if you want to buy the games, you can. If you don't have to. If they own the Game Pass, you can enjoy it. So, to me, if you don't have the money, you can enjoy it. But if you do, then you decide that you want to buy the game, you don't have to buy the game out front. So people just need to just be aware of really what's going on. These Sony ponies, they know what the hell is going on. I mean, they might be blind and stupid and all that stuff. They know what's going on and they can see what's going on. Right now, Microsoft is about to dominate this whole gaming industry. They already have. The Sony ponies don't want to accept it, but you really can't do nothing about it. Just accept it for what it is. I mean, how many studios they got now, y'all?
Oh man.
We don't. I lost count at 30,
Me
man.
too,
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So now this was after the acquisition of Activision and Blizzard, right?
Yeah.
So when they get that probably set them at what, 45?
Not yet. It's not 40. It would be in the 30s, I think. Are you counting ABK?
Yeah.
Then I would say maybe two men said 36. Is it?
Yeah, so it'd be 36 studios. So if there's 36 studios,
that's what's up, Tool Man.
Man, that's a lot of damn studios, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
So it's
about 37.
37.
It's about 37. It's about 37, 36. Yeah.
Wow.
Shit, that's a
Okay.
lot of studios, man. And I'm not really sure how many Sony got right now because they keep on.
Oh, they got about 5.
Insomniac.
They had
Well, based on the games they're released, it's Insomniac,
And that's the only real studio they got.
at this point it should only be Insomnia because that's all they keep talking about. But yeah, they have like 20. I think it's 27.
27? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they got 27, but they got 27 studios that really ain't doing nothing but one.
Yeah.
So-
That don't mean shit because fucking Tencent got like 300.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Fuck out of here. They're the ones that really fucking monopolizing, but nobody say shit.
No, nobody ain't saying shit about that. But you know what? The thing about it is, we might, who knows? Tencent might decide to sell to Microsoft. You never can tell.
I doubt the Chinese would do
I
that.
doubt that happened, but if that would be nice if that did happen, though. But
I would see Embracer do that before Tencent.
yeah.
Chinese ain't selling to the Americans.
Yeah, but that's all I got to really say about that, y'all. I mean, I'm just hoping that people just
China want to control Americans.
Yeah,
they got a good deal with Microsoft and Xbox, and that's in the Game Pass.
Yeah, excellent stuff, Tuck. And Hebot, I'll get to you in a second, but unfortunately, Hebot, you joined at the very, very end, man. But I'll give you a little mic time before we close it out. But Sega, man, give us your final thoughts and your outro.
Hey, man, this is your boy Sega, man. Thanks for coming, man, to another Unlimited Truth. We rock out and talk true gaming about Xbox, man. The best place, the best box is the Xbox, man. And we got a lot to look forward to, bro, with Gamescom and the Tokyo Game Show. You know what I mean? Starfield is just it's going to be the blockbuster of the year on top of Forza. You know what I mean? And also remember, guys, Unlimited, man, giving away that Ultimate Game Pass, and then also there's going to be another giveaway too. I believe Tuck's going to be giving away a limited edition Starfield Xbox. And he's also going to be giving away a Freddie Jackson Afro and a year of Afro Sheen. For that. It's going to be awesome, guys. And thanks for joining us, man. I really appreciate y'all. Big shout out to the chat and our brother, Other Zinc.
Yeah. Thank you for shouting out Other Zinc, because I would have forgot. But Hebot, man. Unfortunately, like I said, we're pretty much at the end. But to get you
My apologies. I didn't see until just now.
Nah, you good, man. We know things happen. You busy and all that.
I'm in my favorite spot.
Your car. I know. But we were just talking about Gamescom. Xbox being at Gamescom and the lie about nobody caring about Starfield, even though that's all anybody talks about. Seriously,
right.
You type in video game, Starfield's going to be the first thing that comes out. So, if you have any thoughts, real quick, man, give us your thoughts on Game Pass and Starfield, and we're going to call it a night. Starfield marketing. Right.
I just did a video on. I just did a video on it. It'll be up on my channel a little later.
Nice.
Give me my thoughts on it.
I'm gonna be watching because I love your videos, T-Bot.
Thank you, hon. But I'll do a quick look. The marketing of Starfield, since it got announced, I don't understand when people say it's not marketing, because the thing is, people are tangled up and they're too stuck on the idea that marketing exists the way it did before, that it was only through TV or through cable or in the theaters, because there was no other venues to market, right? Like magazines, right? Because magazines are not really prevalent anymore, right? But marketing now is all through social, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, or anything that's social, like Rumble or Discord. That's where the marketing has gone. And we all know that since Starfield was announced, they have gained a couple of of behind the scenes of how they've been doing the game, how long has been the event, the journey into creating it, the thought process behind it. We all know that they gave a inside look on it before E3, talking about it earlier on in the year. Then when E3 hit, we all know they did a whole hour in depth explaining, piece by piece, everything that the game's going to offer, what they wanted to offer, how they wanted to grow, what they wanted to do, which that video I think has viewed more than any other Xbox event ever at like 98 million views or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it was
We also
92.
know, right? Huh?
Yep.
We also know that they have billboards all over the world, whether it's in New York, Chicago, Seattle, Europe, buses with staples of marketing posters and panels or advertising things of Starfield coming soon. We know that it's always advertised when they show Game Pass that it's coming to Game Pass.
Right.
We also know that they did 3 anime shorts speaking about the world, some of the species, what
Exactly.
you can
World
do.
building.
All
Exactly.
that stuff is world building. Thank you, Adea. And all that is marketing. Not to mention that we're 1 week away from preseason football, which Microsoft has a deal with the NFL. They always advertise, whether it's in the stadiums or during the games, Xbox Game Pass. We know they did exclusive custom controllers, watch, headsets. That is all marketing. Now they're going to Cologne, to Gamescom in Germany. They will be there. They will present it on stage. Starfield has been advertised more than enough times. You don't need a demo because you're going to offer the game on
Exactly.
Game Pass day and date, the full
Exactly.
game. You can play the whole thing. A demo is something for Nintendo and Sony because they don't have an outlet where they can put in the stuff to people to be able to try it. And they're not even giving you a demo for Spider-Man or Zelda on their platform. But nobody seems to point that out, you see? Where's the demo for Spider-Man? Where's the demo for Legend of Zelda? They didn't do that. Where's the demo for Mario Wonderland? Nowhere to be found. And you're not going to get one because
Right.
they believe that their titles are so expensive, that they're so valued, that they don't have to do that. People are going to go out and buy it. As you see, look, 18 million units for Zelda. Disgusting. A game that's 40 years old, and that's all they keep buying. They don't want nothing new. Because if you go look at anything else that they released that's new, don't nowhere near hits those type of numbers. Nothing. It all fails. The only thing that doesn't fail is a Zelda, let's say maybe a Metroid, or maybe in Metroid had only like 3 million copies. That's it, with the one that they sold, which was Metroid Dread. Right? So let's act like everything they do sells well. We all know Spider-Man only sold in the venues of almost 18 million units because they gave about 7 million copies for free.
Right.
When they did the bundle that Black
The
Friday
bundle.
for $200.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. If you don't know that, you're just fooling and lying to yourself.
And I gotta add this context because I saw it firsthand. A lot of people who bought the PlayStation 5 bundle did not play Spider-Man. So
Absolutely.
Okay.
You saw the Miles Morales numbers. They were nowhere near there. And then when they did the sale that it was $30, then they came out and said, Spider-Man Miles Morales sold 5 million units. You know what I'm saying? Like they always do. When that's diminished returns. When a game sells for half the value or at a lower rate, that means it's no longer profit. It's just trying to sell the game to get more copies out for engagement, which is what Microsoft has through Game Pass. Right? But this is their only option because they only believe in the physical medium realm. They don't believe that it's going to work if they put it. Well, it's not that they don't believe. They can't afford it because let's be real. There's only like maybe 1 million or 2 million people on PlayStation Plus. That's not enough revenue for them to put games in there.
Yeah,
because if they put it in there, they're not going to make enough money. Huh?
Here's another reason they can't afford it because they have these fucking $200 million marketing budgets.
Exactly. On their games, paying these high-profile actors for voiceover, for mocapping, all that is really not necessary if you want to really make a good game. That's just for presentation. Okay, it looks good, but if the game is boring, has no substance, it's not going to matter, right? So to make it to come to, to some type of conclusion, because I don't want to be long-winded, the show is ending. We also got to remember that Microsoft, right, and Sony, to be honest, they showed Spider-Man like 4 years ago where they showed the trailer that it was going to come out with Venom. Then we just saw, I think, was an E3 where they showed some gameplay. They never went in depth for it, right? Plus, now on San Diego Comic-Con, they showed a story trailer, and where they announced they're going to do a custom console with plates, right? That is it. That's all they've done for Spider-Man. And these people are really acting out here, acting as if they've been marketing the hell out of it. Look, Spider-Man has a fucking following of over 60 years from the comic book realm. That's number one. Over 60 years in the comic book realm, right? Number two, we all know it's been 38 games in the video game space realm, right? So the game has a following. It's not a new IP. Everybody knows what Spider-Man is and what a Spider-Man game is. So to sit there and act like, oh my God, the game does fantastic, because Sony does fantastic marketing. Bullshit. Sony can market in a fucking goddamn theater because they're a movie studio theater company as well. They publish and produce movies. So when they put things in the theater, like they did their show, when they do like their PlayStation, their play, what they call those shows they do, their state of play.
Yeah, state of play. Yeah.
They put them in the theaters for free because they have connections and they have partnerships with all the movie studios and industry and theaters. They don't, and even if they pay, they probably pay like a small amount because they are part of that space. Microsoft is not part of the movie space, so they have to pay a big lump sum amount because they charge you a lot to market in a theater.
Yeah.
Okay. And to be honest, moviegoers are not video game enthusiasts. Most moviegoers are casuals to spend the Friday or Saturday night with their family, their loved ones, a girlfriend, or whatever, right? Or they're movie enthusiasts that love movies. I would say maybe 15 or maybe 20% of the people that go to theaters, from the data caps that they get and all the data info, might be video game lovers or into video games. And if that's the case, they already know what games are coming out and what they're going to play. That means they're video game fans. They don't need to be told and reiterated, hey, Starfield is coming. They're going to know. Plus, one last thing, Bethesda. When have they ever been known to market their games? Never. And yet they have the highest selling games in history with all of their IPs, from Oblivion, Skyrim, Morrowind, Fallout, and all the games they've made have 30 million plus or 50 million plus players or units sold per game, because they have a following even from the PC space. It's right now in the top 10 in the most anticipated and pre-ordered game on PC. So again, we got to stop the stupidity. Dreamcast guy, TK9, motherfuckers like Angry Joe, motherfuckers like Kid Smooth. Grow the fuck up. Your channel is not going to have relevancy because you want to act like a clown. Your channel's not going to grow relevancy because you want to act ignorant. Your channels are not going to get relevancy because you don't know how to be genuine and have integrity. Microsoft doesn't need to advertise more than what they already have. And just to say that they don't advertise one, there's 3 anime shorts right now concurrently right there, and they're going to Germany. It just shows how foolish, ignorant, and irresponsible you are as a YouTube content creator. Period. You don't like it? Too bad. This is not no beef. This is me calling you out for your stupidity. It's that simple. It's that simple. So that's my thoughts on the whole Microsoft don't know how to market Starfield. I guarantee you Starfield will have more players and engagement and lifespan, longevity game, like people playing the game, than any Spider-Man 2, than any God of War, Horizon, and even a fucking Zelda all put together in the next 5 years. I guarantee you.
I agree with that.
That's a fact. So again, you take it how you want to take it. It's time to act like real gamers and stop worrying about Twitter for fucking clout. Either you stop the stupidity, and if you don't, and people call you out on it, don't act like you're a victim. Oh my God, Xbox fans are so weird. They're calling me out. No, they're calling you out because you're acting like a clown. You're acting dumb. And we don't want to hear your opinion if you're acting dumb. We want to hear educated, logical opinions and thoughts that are positive, because we're doing nothing but ruining gaming by always trying to make something negative, like they tried to do with, oh my God, Microsoft, Activision, and Hasbro. They want to bring down all the fucking games back up, but they don't have none of the source codes. And what happened?
Oh yeah, that turned out to be false. Yeah.
And what happened? The Lena, what was her name? That lady that runs Activision. She says,
yeah,
I don't know where they're getting their information, but we've had the source code all along. That is a lie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're trying to make anything that's pro-positive Xbox for the potential of the future for pro-positive Xbox be negative. Because why? Because they're not going to have it on PlayStation or Nintendo. And that pisses them the fuck off. If you're a gamer, you should be happy. It shouldn't be something that you're going to be angry about, saying that it's garbage. That just shows that you're not really a gamer. You're chasing a bag, which is okay. You can chase a bag, but there's a lot of ways of doing that with integrity. You know what I mean? That's it. That's my thought. Sorry for being long-winded. And thank you for letting me at least say my thoughts.
Oh, yeah, man. Excellent stuff, man. And with that, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. We'll see you next time when the truth is needed, and we are out.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.